Hello viewers, welcome to CodeForAny and Foodybite apps inside. Today we need to develop this here. The another one screen we need to develop here. The login screen we need to start here. Need to similar this designs we need to UI need to making here. First of all, making here this backgrounds image. Then upper layers we need to set this here the gradient layers with here the transparent black colors need to set here, and then after need to set this here the app titles, and then after need to create here the custom text fields need to develop here, and also need to develop here the custom login buttons need to developing. Yes, let's start how to create this UI inside the Flutters. First of all, so need to open this here the our projects and to continue yesterday projects. Now need to go here, need to go, and we need to open this here the login screens. We need to opening here, and we need to set here the body, and we need to create here the stack is most important. Set here like here the stack, and we need to set here the background image, and also need to need its image we need to import here. Set here the image, go folders, and to put here login background look like this sets. First of all need to set this here the background, need to go inside the logins and to set here the image assets like here. Now need to copy relative path, paste this here. We need to set here the width, use this here the context dot width variables need to use here with color extensions. Then after need to set here the height, context dot use here the height variables, and also need to set here the fit box fit cover, like we need to set, and we need to save this here, restart these apps, and we need to check here the opening here the play screens after the this login screens now working goods, and this UI are the set here. Now we need to create here the containers, set here the decorations, box decorations like here, set here the width and heights. Also need to copy and paste this here, like set here. Set here the colors, need to not set colors, need to set here the gradients. So need to set here the linear gradients, and we need to set this here the colors. First ones need to set here the colors black. We need to set here black dot opacity. Also need to set this here the opacity 0.0. Need to set here and look like this. Save, copy again, paste this here, and we need to set here the 50% of this black colors, and here give this here the one. Need to change this here the directions. Also need to set here the alignments, maybe which variables need to set here the beginners and ends variables need to configure inside this beginners alignment geometrics. Need to alignment dots need to set here the top center, and alignment dot bottom center, and need to save here, and look like this here the showing here. Maybe need to increase this here the 50% again, not maybe one, try here the one. And similar to designs, so need to show like this here the UI, and these designs are the pretty good. Maybe increase this here the 50% to maybe 0.05 like here's. Need to set here 60% like here's. And now this is the display goods for this UI. Similar to designs, need to set here the some digits, need to change here and save this here. Now another containers need to create done. Now we need to create here the another containers, need to set here the scroll view. Single child scroll you need to set here the child's create against containers. Need to first of all the set here the safe area. Create here the child. Create here the containers, and we need to set here the width and heights. Need to fix here like here. Now set here the child's column children's, and we need to give this here the size box. Give this here the heights. We need to use this here the 16. Fix heights. We need to give this here the tops, and we need to set here the cross axis alignments. We need to configure as a center like here's, and to save this here's also need to give this here the width context dot width, remove this const value and save this here's, and set this here's like this here's. Need to set here the size box, remove this here the blue warnings. Need to fix this here's. Now need to set here the titles of this app. We need to set here first of all need to write down here the text, and need to set here's Foodie bits, and set here the style text styles. Set here the color T color white text. Then after set here the font size. We need to set here the font size as a 13, and font weight also need to configure here the 700 bold. We need to set for this UI save, and need to increase this here 40. Similar to designs, we need to show like this here the titles. Now we need to set here the some space, and to develop this here the create sign up buttons. We need to develop first. Create here the space, copy here 2 times. We need to write down here, and now need to set here the size box, and to give this here the bottom some specs with heights. We need to set here. Need to set here the 25, and const value like here's, and also set here the const save here's. Now create here the button first of all. The bottom buttons create new buttons creating here. Need to write down here button text button on press event. Create here the text on press, not text, only text. Move here. Set here create new account. Set here style text styles. Set here the color T color white text. Then after set here the font size. Need to check XD files. I need to set here the 17, and semicolons. Maybe why not reflect reload. Maybe need to remove here the safe area. That's the issue. Like here. Need to set here safe area here. Wrap with widgets. Safe area. Now need to save and show like this here. So need to again set here 15. Now display goods, and create here the decorations. text decorations, underline, and look like this similar to designs. Need to making here the buttons. Now need to develop here the common UI for the input text. Need to create here the text fields. First of all, need to create here the container decorations, box decorations, set here the color, T color, maybe color white, dot with opacity. You need to check this years 20%, 22% white colors. You need to opacity. You need to set here like here. And also need to set here the fix height. So need to set here the 50. Border radius. Set here the border radius circular. So need to configure this here the 10. And width. Need to create here the text field. Child. Text field. Like here. Remove here the heights. Save this here. And also need to give this here the margin. Const. Edges set. Symmetric. Horizontal. So need to set this here the 13. Similar to designs and look like this, similar to need to show here. And we need to create here the row. Maybe no needs create here the row. Need to create here the decorations, input decorations. Now we need to set this here the enable borders. You need to set here input border dot none. Then after the focused borders here. Again, so we need to copy and paste like here. Then after we need to set this here the prefix icons. Need to set here icon dots. Need to use this here the email. Then after set here the color, T color, white text. Remove S. Fix this here and show like this here the icons. You need to change this here the outline, and similar to designs, you need to creating here the icons like here the set here. Now this is the text fields here. Now we need to create here the hint text. Give this here the titles as a email like here. Then after set here the hint style, text styles, set here the color, T color, color white. Then after we need to set this here the font size. Need to set here the 15. Check here, maybe here the context padding, const, edges inset, symmetric, verticals need to set here the 8, maybe not working, 4, 15. Now like this showing here, similar to designs, maybe it is here the more increase, 20, like here. And set here the const value. Look like this here the create here the now this text fields need to convert into the common text fields. Need to create here, cut here first of all the copy and go inside the common widgets. We need to write down here the new files and we need to create here the white text field dot widget dot like here. Create here the statelet widgets. Need to write down here the white text field set here the like these titles, import here the materials. Now need to paste this here the codes, import this here the color extensions, remove here like. Now we need to set here the some final variables. We need to declare here. We need to write down here the text controller, text controller, text edit controllers, controller like here. Question marks means here the optional need to set here. Then after finals, set here the placeholder. Maybe need to set here the int text is good for this text fields. As we need to set here the string like here. Then after we need to set here the margins. Need to set here the padding double plot like here. Configure here these margins and import here this format. Remove here the paddings inside into removing here, set here the paddings as a 13 like here. And we need to set this one by one configurations, text fields inside controllers, as I need to set here the controllers, hint as I need to pass this here the hint text, paddings need to set here the padding, remove here the const value, and also need to check this here the icons, need to final icon. Maybe we need to write down here the widgets is good icon. Set here optionals and also input this here the icon placeholders. We need to set here the cut and we need to set here the icon widgets and we need to save this here and maybe T color white text. Remove here the const, save here and set this here like here. Now this is the save and this text fields are the creating done. Now need to use again copy this here, go inside the login screens and we need to put this here, this widgets, imports, give this here the hint text, we need to write down here the email. Then after set here the icons, we need to cut and paste like here, creating this here the text fields, done. Save this here. Now similar to show here, same as now need to create here the passport field, copy here, paste this here. Now need to give this here between here the some width space, height space, not width space. Set here the 20 and const comma, save here and now need to set here the password like here and we need to set here the password. Icons we need to show here, maybe lock icon like here and outlines, not clock, we need to remove here the clock. Save. Similar to designs need to making like this here the UI text builds are the done here. Again so need to set this here the some width space and to develop this here the forget buttons, set here the 10, create here the row childs and we need to set here the context, set here cross axis alignments, not cross, need to main axis alignments, set here the end. Now need to develop here the text buttons. Again so need to copy this button here, maybe no needs this the it's space because already padding inside these text buttons. need to write down here the forgot password, and set here the fonts as a 15. Remove here the underline, create these buttons, and forget password. We need to look like this set here, and also need to set here the padding. We need to set here padding horizontals. Maybe need to remove here this padding. Also, this widget inside need to remove here this padding. Set here the 0. Save here in screens. This size box shape area. Create here padding. Symmetric horizontal. Set here the 13s, and similar to designs we need to give this here the common padding. So need to widgets we need to set here. Now we need to developing here the login buttons. We need to put here for this UI. Need to give this here the some space. Again, so we need to copy here. After the forget passwords, we need to increase this here, set here the 50. Now we need to developing this here the buttons. Create here the custom buttons in quell on tab event. Create here the child containers, box decorations. Create here the colors, the colors dot primary. Then after we need to here set here the width height. So we need to give this here the pics. We need to set here the 15, and width we need to give this here the double dots max fit, and alignments set here alignment dot center like here. Set here border radius circulars. We need to set here the circulars as a need to set here the 10 and save here. And similar to designs UI, need to show here these buttons. Now inside we need to set this here the text fields. Need to set here inside the child's need to set here the text, and need to set here the titles as a login. Set style text styles. Set here the color color white text. Font size we need to set this here the 15, and regular fonts we need to set here, and similar to designs we need to show like this here the buttons and creating this here. Now convert into the common buttons. We need to go copy and to set here the against border radius here, set here. Now need to copy, and now need to set this here the next widgets. Create here the new files, and we need to write down here the button dot dots round button. So need to like this, set here the titles round button. Create here the stateless widgets, set here the round button, and creating here the material dependency. Paste this here the code, remove here, and we need to set here the color extensions like here. Final void callback on press event like here's final dot string title. Set here like here the titles, and input this here the parameters. On press inside we need to set here the on press event titles, as need to pass this here the titles, and creating like this here the common buttons need to developing are the done here. Now need to use this here the buttons. How to use? Need to use here the remove this code, and we need to use this here the round button and set here the onPress event and set here the text as a title. So need to set this here the login, comma, and show like this years and to show like this data and to show here the buttons for the logins. If you like this video, please give the thumbs up. If you're new user, so please subscribe my channels and press the notification bell icon. You can get every new video notifications and awesome content. If you have any question, so please write down the comment sections. I will help you and sort out your issue. Everyone have a nice day. Goodbye and take care.